Hello, I'm Jane Farmer, PGwidow. This is the second short conversation on personal guarantees with Jeff Lampert, former chairman of Heritage PLC. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jane.
Now, Jeff, a bank or a lender is likely to demand a personal guarantee from a small business which has got a business account with them. And as we discussed in our first conversation, lenders have increasingly used personal assets as a first resort without looking at a business. And let's be clear about this, the most disturbing aspect of a personal guarantee is that it puts a business owner's family at home and at certain risk. Jeff, you've heard the explanation of a personal guarantee as skin in the game. So what do you think about the risk that a bank is exposed to, that it needs a personal guarantee from the business? And another question is, what is the value of that PG to a bank? Do you have any observations on that?
You will not be surprised to hear me say yes. Basically, the bank really has no skin in the game when it makes a loan. It is only the business owner who is putting his life and his family and his home at risk.
But the bank, hold on, the bank's lent you some money.
Can I explain that, please?
Carry on.
I will try. Jane, as you know, I'm just a victim. I'm not an expert in this area. And I suggest you run this little video through Professor Nigel Harper, who is a banking professional. So the explanation, as my understanding of how it works, is like this. You're a business owner and you want to borrow some money from a bank. So you walk into the bank and say, hello, Mr. Bank, I have this business, which may or may not have an account with you. I would like to borrow, let's say, £1 million. And they will say, hello, Mr. Customer, what security do you have for the £1 million we're going to loan you? And you foolishly may say, I have my home. So they will go and get your home valued. And if it's valued in excess of £1 million, say 1.2 million, they will say, yes, we will loan you £1 million. Next day, that £1 million is in your bank account for you to spend how you want to. Now, basically, where did that £1 million come from, i.e., what is the bank's skin in the game? The bank actually put on their balance sheets, they increased their liabilities of that £1 million. It is seen as a liability on the bank's balance sheet, not as an asset. So basically, all they've done is do a bookkeeping entry and you have the £1 million in your bank account. Now, you have given security on it, your home, and that security is separately to the loan they've given you. The loan they've given you, which is say £1 million for 20 years at 5%, will be sold on through a process called securitization.
Sold on. Okay.
Sold on. And what they do is they group all these loans together in packets of say 100, and they start a special purpose vehicle, which they can sell on through the London Stock Exchange or anyone else. So you've got 100 times £1 million at 5%, etc., sold on as an asset.
Right.
And the
I can't do that maths.
So they've got 100 times £1 million, which they've sold to somebody, which will show them an income of 5% for say the next 20 years, and that is an asset.
Right. So they've turned it into an asset, haven't they?
Absolutely.
Okay. I had a question, but carry on.
Okay. Separately to that, they have the security on your house. Now, if the house is probably worth more than the money you borrowed, because that's the way it operates. So basically what they will do is they will make it difficult for you to pay the money according to the terms. This is the worst way. Good banks just keep the terms as they are. But what they would do is increase the interest rate, increase the security requirement, change the loan to value, etc. All of these things go on as businesses go up and down during the 20-year period. When you're going down, they will take the opportunity to call on their loan through their personal guarantee. And you know how the process works. They start sending you letters. They start saying, we will collect your personal guarantee. They start saying, we will hand it over to an insolvency practitioner. So they get all that. So don't forget, they've already got £1 million back through securitisation. They're now going after their second £1 million by getting you thrown out of your home.
Right.
And that's why the bank has no skin in the game. It's just the poor business owner.
Okay. I did run this conversation past the banking expert, who said it was an excellent summary.